Hold on. It says games and demos, and that's just wrong. I mean, not technically wrong, but... Jesus Christ. I'm looking under the Castlevania section. I forgot how many fucking Castlevania games there are. Who the hell is playing Castlevania the arcade? I forgot to put my sleeve on. Hold on one moment. Oh, I'm awake. I'm alive. Let's see, I lost something. Where is it? Where is it? There is it. Okay. That says men, right? Ryo men. Don't understand a goddamn word. This is how they used to look. Wait, Alucard isn't on the cover. Is he? I don't see him. Is he supposed to be the bat? But it does have the clock tower and stuff, so like this is fairly decently accurate box art, but as far as Western box art was done, but like Grant's climbing, Scythe is burning, Trevor's whipping. Where's Alucard? Anyway, it looks fine though. Jesus Christ. Simon, are you okay? Dracula, are you okay? The Western box art looks better. What the hell? You do not look okay, Simon. You look disturbing. Dracula, you look like more like you got jump scared than you're trying to scare other people. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Genesis. Okay, this is... Oh, no. Is this the Game Boy? Is this the... This is Legends. Okay. That's not bad. That's... Okay, they just kept that. Okay. I do not like this. I do not like that face you're making, Christopher. Dracula looks pretty good, and is that's Soleil? It looks a little creepy. That looks pretty good. Like, better than I'd expect for a Game Boy not fan art, cover art to look like in 1991. I am now just realizing in this art how much fucking John Quincy, or sorry, not John Quincy, oh god, what's his name? Oh, what the hell is his name? Okay, tell me what's his name? John Morris. Okay, John Morris. Quincy Morris, John Morris. Okay, and Jonathan Morris. Okay, Eric, looking incredibly gender non-conforming here. Congratulations. But John Morris looks so much like Richter here. This looks like Richter. Oh, and now we get Europe. I've never seen a Europe cover before, so it's just in, let's see, 8 languages on the back. Okay, so we have English, then we have German, then we have French, then we have Spanish, then we have, then we have Italian, then we have something else, and we have something else, and we have something else. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw out guesses. So I'm gonna say this. No. This one here, second from the top. I'm gonna guess. Let's see. Can I divine it? I'm thinking that that's gonna be not Dutch, but not Finnish. Because this looks more, that one looks more Finnish, and this one looks like Russian. Or maybe not Russian, but like something in the more Baltic area, like Eastern. I don't know Europe very well. I'm trying to think of another language, like Swedish? Not Swedish. It doesn't look Swedish. Anyway, I don't know these fucking languages. And the Kid Dracula cover. I really like That Night. That Night is good. Man, get wrecked, Europe. Get it 2 years after it came out. Let's see. 3 years after it came out. Another 3. Why did Europe take so long? Okay, so that was wait, hold on. Okay. Okay, so that's just under a year. As opposed to the United States, which got it like barely more than a month later. That's ridiculous. Let's see. 3 years. Or 2 years. Bullshit. Okay, just over a year. Or not even just over a year. Just under a year. A day under a year. The new twist is that there are 2 playable characters. Oh, this was all within 3 days. That's impressive. Okay. Japan only, get wrecked. Literally every other person on the planet. Who is the writer? Who? Dareda. Hold on, I gotta look at this dude. I love him. Here's Alucard. Here he is. He looks a lot like Virgil. Wallachia is my favorite town in Europe. Basically the same as it was in the original Castlevania. God, Grant. Oh. Alucard's little middle name is Fahrenheit? That sucks that there were 2 other characters that just never made it in. I didn't know that. Alright. Well. Let's see. Oh wait, dude. Nah, it's pretty early. I shouldn't share it there. Because they're all in Europe. I think. Like, it's 1917. There's a pandemic and a world war going on. The biggest war known to man at that, like, in living memory. And you decide, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna resurrect Dracula. Oh, okay. I can set up the... There's an easy mode? Y'all know who I'm picking. Cowboy Belmont. born in Texas, United States of America. The most important place in the world. Oh no. Tejas. Here we go. Whack. Whack it with the whip without any risk. Whack's gotta be one of the greatest words out there. You know what? Let's use the full power of it. Oh god. Turn into meat. Chunky meat. Get wrecked. Oh, good evening, Kilo. So, do you know who we're playing as right here in this former castle belonging to this Dracula, formerly owned by Dracula? This is John Morris, son of Quincy Morris, the cowboy from Dracula, Count Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Not Bram Stoker, that would be a much funnier name, but that's not his name. He is from Texas. Great state of Texas. No, you can tell that would be a very funny name. Like, okay, so the setup to this is that during 1917, a countess decided to revive Dracula, and it's in 1917, and I look at that, and I'm like, I've always been like, why? Like, even if you do think, like, this is the ideal time to take over the world because it's in chaos, you could just wait until the war and the plague end, and then go immediately after. Like, I know that people want to take over the world and do evil, right? But, like, it's just a bad time. Nobody's, but if you wait longer, it would be easier. Do you want to seriously deal with the entire world right now, that'd be like starting shit now, Putin. It's like, bro, we are busy. Wall meat. It does not look like chicken in this game, but in the older games it looks like chicken. It depends on the game, and then in some of them they're just like, there are different kinds of meat. Oops, that was me bumping the controller. Oh, what's in the Chernobyl miniseries? I'm completely unfamiliar other than what Chernobyl is. I have also an unfun power fact, if you'd like to hear it, about coal, a coal mine. Nope, that was too high. I like this crescent blade thing. It never came back. Oh. So did you know... So I was talking to my friend because there was a storm last week, and in Ontario, the part of Canada I live in, it's also like the most populous part of Canada. So it's where the capital is. It's where Toronto is. So it's relatively important in this country. Power went out a week ago for me, or 8 days ago for me. Or since it's technically Monday now, you could say 9 days. But still, power went out. It was out for 2 days. Power is still out in some parts of Ontario. And we were talking about how terrible how poorly prepared they seem to be. And then I talked about how the guy in charge of the province wants to revert back to gas power, which is a stupid idea. And then we talked about how Trump was saying that they should bring back coal. And I'm like, coal is an objectively bad way to power things. It's not a good source of fuel. It's not good for the environment. And getting it sucks. Like, it's a shitty thing to have to do to get coal. And then my friend sent me a link to the Centralia mine fire. Which is in... Oh, the clean coal. But yeah, the Centralia mine fire is in Pennsylvania. It has been on fire since late May of 1962. They hit a coal vein and it ignited. It set the entire mine on fire, and it has been burning for 60 years. There's a fire older than my parents that is still going. And scientists say that it could, like, specialists, like, and geologists and like, I don't know what other kinds of scientists would be involved, but like, they're like, yeah, no, that fire will keep going for approximately 200 years, by the way. Like, around 200 plus years. And I'm like, it's still going, and it's never like, when I found it, I saw that fire. It's like, oh, there's a fire. It's like, oh, how many people did it kill? And it's like, well, it's like a lot. And I'm like, okay, what? How did they put it out? And they're like, oh, they didn't. It's like, so it burnt out? No, it's just going. Like, what do you mean it's still going? And they're like, yeah, most people evacuated the town. I'm like, wait, most? 5 people still live in the town. 5. Bitch, leave. What are you staying for? What's keeping you there? It's like, I don't care. Like, I kind of admire them, but like, they showed pictures. Like, some of them, like, in varying image quality. Like, you could see images that were clearly taken, like, in the 60s and 70s and shit. And then they showed images that were taken, like, today. With HD, high definition details. Yes! And there is still smoke billowing out from the ground. It's still on fire. And I'm like, that cannot be good for the air quality. You have, like, you might have the worst lungs in the country. Like, I know our air quality is not good overall, but good God, that can't be good for you. Like, you've gotta be dying. Your lungs have gotta be bone, man. I'm like, why, like, a town, if there's a town of 5 people, 5, like, just go and talk to them. Like, the government can pay for 5 people to move from a town that's on a fire, like... Like, listen, man. I get being attached to a place. I get being poor, but like... like, if my house was on fire, fuck this house. I'm not staying here. Are you kidding me? I'm out. I know that, like, most people already left, but those, like, do they have a bet going on? If they do. Good to know. Oh, I hate, like... It's like, did you know? Look at all these people who just don't have water. Oh, okay. What a coincidence. I'm sure that... Okay, man, calm down, chill out. So this game has a lot of mini-bosses, as you might guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's also not easy. Older Castlevania games had a reputation of being extremely hard. This was not an exception. Oh, so I had a, also, like, that's why I just suddenly stopped streaming, is because, of course, there was no deep reason for it. My power went out, so I had to be up during the day, and it would get to like 10 or 11 p.m. and I would just fall asleep even after my power and internet came back. I was just sleepy. That's all. There's no big reason to it. I was just not awake. Going without power sucks. So the good side is that, so the first day was super hot and I was like, this is bullshit, I hate everything. And then the next 2 days were just, like, pretty cool. So, like, temperature-wise. So I didn't mind all that much. And then, once the, once the power's back, well, we had a generator, set a generator up the second day, and then we, oh boy. And after we set the generator up, we had the fridge going, and and the TV, and then we connect, like, the power bar where the TV is, so, also the PlayStation and stuff. PlayStation 4. And then we set up, what do you call it? I connected the internet, because I was like, please God, let me talk to human beings outside of this house. And they were like, and the internet, the internet lines were down too. The phone lines is what they're probably actually called, but I don't know things. Dear God, like, yeah, when I was a kid, it went out in, the power went out in 2003 for like 5 days or 10, like, I can't remember, and since I was 7, my scale of time was terrible. It felt like years, but it was around a week, and it was just so hot, and like, power was out everywhere, and you could tell how power was out everywhere, because it's like, well, we need stuff to eat, and then we'd go to get, like, go to the local hardware line, and it's like, oh, look at this, like, look at this lineup of people all here to get propane and propane accessories, so that they can make hot food. And, like, power is still out in places. Like, not, like, I assumed that my power... So, I live in a village. The village has hundreds of people in it. It's not a big place. It's, in fact, incredibly small. We got our power back after 2 days, and I assumed that we were the last people to get our power back, because that's how it usually goes. They go for the city, they fix things in the cities first, and then everybody else just kind of gets fucked until they're ready. But no! Some of the big cities are still just totally out of power. Or at least, like, they have sections that are out of power. I'm like, that was the worst thunderstorm we've had in a decade, at least. Like, it feels closer to, like, it's like the 2003 storm was the last time I remember power being out in this area for over, like, 8 hours. Like, normally it's like there's a power outage, you wait a couple hours, and if it's not back, oh well, go to bed. And then it's like, oh, it's still out, and then I go to bed the next day, and after it's like, oh, it should be back maybe 4 p.m. on Monday, possibly later, and I'm like, possibly later? How long am I gonna have to live like this? And yeah, what we have learned from this is, boy, are the power companies in no way prepared to deal with this. Like, I'm assuming they're understaffed or whatever, but, like, no matter what the reason is, you're still failing. Like, get the firemen out there or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's only gonna get worse. And I'm like, and all I could think was, God, I can't wait for all the, like, going back to gas. Like, now, Ontario's main sources of power are hydropower and and nuclear power. Like, I'm not a big fan of nuclear, but it definitely has its place. Because not every place is going to have equal access to wind, water, and sun. So nuclear is still worthwhile. Gas is bad, coal is bad, but nuclear is like a necessary evil. Like, it's like a battery, you know? You need it sometimes. But going back to gas, like, I know that it is because he's in gas and oil companies' pockets. But, it's like, that's the wrong decision. Everybody knows it's the wrong decision. Like, and the reason that it's not even just like, oh, it's the gas companies, it's that they can't, they hate the things that are harder to own, like water and wind and stuff, and sunlight. They can't have a monopoly on sunlight. They can't own the wind, like... Like, oh, it's almost as though, there's some kind of problem with the way the system works. Anyway. If you want to hear a fun story about my dog, who had a bit of an adventure yesterday. She found a cat on the other side of the wire fence. And my dog loves cats. She loves them so much. So much so that it's a bit of a problem. So she forced her way in between the fence and its end, like the fence, the end of the wire fence and the wooden fence it's up against. She wedged her way in between there. She squeezed through. And then she stuck her entire face into a pile of wood where the cat was hiding. And then began barking at it. And we had to try to get her to stop so she wouldn't A, get scratched and possibly get rabies or something, or B, get scratched by all the wood back there. So my mother was trying to undo the wire, like the wiring to keep the fence shut. And then I was like, nope, that's gonna take too long. So I grabbed a trash microwave that's in the backyard for some reason, put it down, climbed over the fence, and then grabbed her and dragged her over to the to where my mother was opening the fence. She got it open, brought her back in, and I let go of her because I was like, phew, that's over with. And then she immediately ran back to the gap in the fence again to try to get back over, and then we had to run and drag her back in and then put her back inside the house so she would calm down. Oh yeah, this game's got blood, by the way. If you hit their heads, they bleed a lot. Like, you can take the heads off of the harpies. Truly the god of war of the early 90s. If anything, that would be Mortal Kombat, but, you know. Oh god. Also, I was just looking through the concept art and manuals and stuff before playing the game, and then, oh, there it is. Oh god, she didn't die. And apparently this game had 4 planned characters, and then they just only ended up getting 2 done, or whatever, like something like that. This is like, man, looking at like game concepts and stuff can kind of suck when you look at all the things that they didn't manage to get that they wanted. I do not like this part. The other characters included like a knight with a heavy mace who is really short, like kind of like a dwarf, and a ninja who threw shurikens. And I was like, oh well, those are awesome. And I was like, they definitely didn't make it out though. We don't know if he's a cowboy exactly, but he is from Texas. We could check the manual if my mouth works. But I'm not sure if he's a cowboy. I do know that he's supposed to be an extremely flirtatious Texan, as far as I know. Like a real playboy. So if you're wondering if John Morris is from the book as well, he's not. John Morris is in no way canon to the actual Dracula novel. I do appreciate the spirit of, fuck it, we're saying that your thing isn't our thing now. Jesus was a time traveler. That kind of shit. Jesus had a stand. He used Hamon and had a stand. I do love it. Oh, mutual kill! I can't blame them. It's... oh yeah, I saw that. There's that, and, but they have to call him something different because of something in Europe, right? Yeah, like... I can't remember what it is, but it's a complicated legal situation, because even though Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain, not all of his stories are. So they can't do everything they want with him. Also, you know that post that has gone around being like, why don't they make a video game or whatever with all the like public domain horror IPs or whatever? Oh, okay. I don't know how to tell those people, but that's literally what Castlevania is. Like, that was the concept of it, is that it would... Oh, okay. But yeah, the concept of Castlevania was we take the public domain monsters from all those Universal horror movies, and then we make them the monsters in a video game. It worked. feel really bad doing that though. Telling people, it's like, I had this idea. I'm sorry, your idea has already been made. It has happened to me. And I have also done it to other people. Where my friend was like, what if you had like this energy source that you had to like make and manage throughout an entire game, and like you had to like use it to like power weapons and stuff, but you could only get it from like killing monsters. That would be super cool. And I was like, have you ever played Lost Planet? He's like, no. I was like, oh, okay, because that's what that does. And he's like, shit. And then one time I said to my brother, I was like, I wish that there was a game where you could like raise an army and go around like conquering stuff and like doing diplomacy and shit. And he said, you're describing Mountain Blade. And I was like, fuck, that is Mountain Blade. And I was like, okay, fine, I wish Mountain Blade had combat that was fun. And he was like, yeah, that'd be really cool if the combat in Mountain Blade was fun. Mountain Blade is a cool game. It is, however, the fan base is populated heavily by, heavily by, how do you say, racist assholes. Like a lot of racist assholes, because they love the conquest. It is also, however, like, if you ever want, like, hey, what's the game with the highest number of Game of Thrones mods? That's probably it. Because or like Lord of the Rings mods, because yeah, who the hell wouldn't in that position? Because a lot of the fans are just regular high fantasy fans or whatever. They're just like, ooh, or like, I don't like the racists invading my nerd media. I hate it so much. I've seen some of the Helm's Deep Left 4 Dead 2 mod. I kind of just wish they'd remake the old PS2 Lord of the Rings games though, because those were really good. Like Return of the King and the Third Age and Two Towers, those are good. Hilo, did you know that when I was a kid, I thought when people talked about the Twin Towers, they were talking about the Lord of the Rings movie? So I didn't know. So close. I'm so close. Please. There is way less health in this mission. Either that or I have no idea where it is. Come on, come on. No, 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 man, come on. Oh, okay, you have to go to bed soon. It's okay. Oh, but yeah, I don't know where you work. Oh, right, you work at the do you still work at the government office, or do you work somewhere else now? Is that a temporary thing? I don't know. I can imagine. I've never worked in the public sector, but I have seen the town hall scenes in Parks and Rec. Oh. I wouldn't want to work at a sandwich chain because that gives many people, if it's like oh, that's not bad, but like if you are dealing with customers, then oh yeah, oh come on, but customers can be quite demanding with food that is to their instruction. They use it as a little exercise to hold power over people, and it's like you're ordering a sandwich. I didn't realize that was a wall. Love the way John jumps. Puts his entire heart into it. I do not like commutes. I do not like long trips. I do not like being in a car for that long. Oh, okay. At least you can sleep on the train, at least a little bit. Boss fight? No, no boss fight. I just get to leave. Now boss fight? Now boss fight. Oh god. This is cool though. Using the 3D effects on the Genesis for a boss fight, that's cool. Yeah, hold on. Okay, no, I already have the scan lines on. I'm sorry. Can't make it look any more CRT-ish through this. No. The CRT would be cool. In part just because, like, I don't like having to set up anything to do with, HD TVs, man. I'm sick of having to reach behind them. Like, flat screens are just a pain to reach behind and grab stuff. Like, you can't pull them out because they tip. All the weight is unevenly distributed. And, like, your arms can't go that far. Like, I remembered having a CRT in my room when I was a shorter child, and it was not an issue. Like, they're not functional. They're all aesthetic. And they take off all the buttons from the front. All of them. And all the buttons are on the side instead. So it's like, I just want to turn it off and on, change the volume, change the channel. And then I have to slide it over a little bit and reach down the side. And then remember where the buttons are because I can't read them on the side because it's up against something. And like on a CRT, you just hit the button on the front. It's a pain. Like, they are inconvenient to use. And it's like, why don't you use the remote? Because the remotes are cheap garbage that break. They put nothing into the remotes. And we're in the munitions factory in Germany. I hate the lack of buttons. I hate touchscreens so much. I hate touchscreens. I hate trackpads. Okay, so, feel this was a little bit, this makes me feel weird. These are German soldier skeletons. So I feel really weird, like, yes, I have no problem with the advanced functions of the phone, but, like, the fact that they're, like, always, 100% of the time, big touchscreen, I'm like, you could just give me buttons again. There's nothing, like, buttons aren't out of style. Also, I am not a fan of the touchpad on the PS4 and PS5 controllers either. Especially when I'm playing a certain game called The Wonderful 101, a game I love. Yeah, where if you touch the touchpad at all with your thumb, and some of us have big ass thumbs, and it starts like going to like what's the switch weapon equivalent screen in that game, which like slows down time. Or what? Or like switches your weapon out or whatever, and you're like, no, 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 no. I should have ducked. And because, like, I had an easier time playing Tetris or Pac-Man on my fucking flip phone when I was a kid than I do playing them now. And I know that a lot of controllers can connect to phones these days, but like most controllers are bigger than the phones. So it does away with all the convenience. I want to go in with the full whip. Damn it. Fuck, I want this. Or even just something like that, man. So, did you know that there are two major Devil May Cry mobile games? One of them is just a remake of Devil May Cry 4. So it's not like a big deal, but the other one is new. And I want it. However, it is only available in China. And it's not like, if something is only available in Japan, it's like, oh, that's a shame, and then you go and download it anyway. Something being only available in China means there are a lot more walls in the way. Like there was a Korea-only MMO of like Dragon Ball, and you could just totally play it easily. Not the case when it's in China. You have to set up a fake phone number and email because they do not want anybody outside of China to be playing their video games. And it's like, oh, it's coming out to North America eventually, and I'm like, when eventually? And they're like, eventually. I'm sorry. Because, guess what? Devil May Cry games do not come out very frequently. They used to, but they don't anymore. It's called Devil May Cry Peak of Combat or Pinnacle of Combat, which shortens to DMC POC, which is not something I think they thought about, and I still don't know if they know. Can he do it? Perhaps. That was bullshit. That was an early mistake. Basically, I can survive 2 hits and no more. Was not expecting that. So one complaint I have about this game is that when you grab that orb there, it doesn't refill your health and then you go forward, which is how it works in some of the older ones. Oh, my foot itches. Okay. Awesome. So I don't know if getting enough points will give you extra lives in this game. I certainly hope it does. Fucker. Also, the Devil May Cry 4 remake on phones is only available on iPhone, a thing I've never had. I guess I should say iOS, because it's also on. It was on like iPods and stuff. I also don't know if it's available to purchase anymore because it's what do you call it? It's an Apple thing, and I don't know how Apple's like stuff works because they're big on the whole "fuck you, never use any of our shit again, you piece of shit, your old shit again. It's broken now. Buy the new thing." So I don't know if that, and I don't know if they make old hardware, old software compatible with new hardware. Because I try to avoid Apple stuff as much as possible. Because they hate poor people, and they have nothing but contempt for their consumers. We do. Gotta be honest, I've never gotten this far before. Now I know I'm cheating, but still. Castlevania 3 time, baby. App mods? Oh god. Oh boy, I'm assuming that's because Apple software tends to be tends to be much stricter on what you're allowed to put in there, and on Android you can just kind of put shit on. Is that what you mean? I do so very little with my phone. Like I watch YouTube videos. I play some very few games, and I have Discord and messaging stuff. NFCs? Not familiar. Sorry. All I can think of is Neo Famicom. Non-fungible. Oh, okay, okay. Gotta tell you, I really don't like Nintendo being on board with all the digital release shit when they realize that they can, like, you know, make games unfinished now. That they're hopping on board that train as well, like with every online game. They're like, so we don't have to finish games anymore. And it's like, no, you were the guys who did that! I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of like seeing a game come out and being like, oh, that's cool, I'll buy it when it's finished. Or buying it and then realizing that it's not that great and you have to wait for it to be better. Or sometimes not just wait and pay. Like, I don't know if you bought Star Wars Battlefront or got Star Wars Battlefront 1, the newer one, when it came out. But the vanilla version of that game has like 2 things to do. And I'm not exaggerating. There is so little to do. And Battlefront 2 had more to do, but it also like had like so many loot box things and stuff. Yeah. Well, you could play a survival match, or you could play against rounds of enemies in up to 3 or 4 maps, or you could play a PvP match in one of like 2 or 3 maps without paying extra money. It's not even a game at that point. That's a demo. Like, you know how many maps there were in Battlefront 2 on the PS2 and Xbox? There were like 80. And they had space battles, and they had tanks, and they had mechs, and they had classes, like they had like 8 different classes per what do you call it, faction. And each faction had 2 unique classes, along with like 6 basic ones that you could choose between. And, you know, it had campaign modes. And it had so much stuff, man. And it's still better than all of the new ones. I should say both. Nope. Like, it's not like there's anything in that game that they can't do now or isn't done anymore. It's just EA would rather try to squeeze money out of it, or go about things as cheaply as possible. And something that, one facet of graphical standards increasing that people, don't often think about these days is that more graphics with the same amount of time means less content. Like, that isn't usually a good trade-off, you know? So either they take a longer amount of time for the same amount of content, or they take the same amount of time for less content, or they make things look worse for the same amount of time and the same amount of content. And then people are like, why does it look like shit? And I'm like, so that the game is good, idiot. God damn it. This has been KV Hates EA. EA sucks. And their games suck. Well, maybe not their games, but like they cause that, like, not the developers, and not that any product they publish will be inherently bad, but they make games worse in their very nature through their greed and stuff. Like, Fallen Order was good, but it was good in spite of EA. Like, that game was so fucking buggy when it came out. But it was somehow the best Star Wars game in years because EA had only made, like, 3. Hold on a second. I like the blood drip pause menu. Or pause screen, that's good. Fuck. Getting mad at you, Medusa Head. You know who they could have? They could have Medusa in the Rondo of Blood series. I'm just trying to jump, man. No. That was just me messing up. Okay. Please, I just want to get to see what that next room is like, even. Fuck it, I'm just saving here. Oh my god! Look at this shit! Oh my god, Frankenstein can do power waves! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh! Okay. Lesson learned. I make a mistake. I make the mistake. I embarrass of myself. God damn. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Please, not. Please, no. Please. Ghost, please. Please. What I ever do to you, man? Alright, here we go. Jesus. Is that as good as my last attempt? No. How many of those are there? Oh. What the hell are these? These are giant bugs that explode. Okay, fine. Sure, I guess. I don't know how I'm supposed to get through there. Damn it! Okay, so you have to keep crouching your way under. And you can't mess up at all because it deals loads of damage. Got it. Not at full health, but I'm at pretty decent health. I'm at doable health. Can't believe Frankenstein's just waiting there. And he's like, yo, what up? I'm full of electricity. And anger. Why do you get such immense range, my dude? What did you do to get that? Kneel before me. Started too late and got greedy. Like, I'm across the stage and I assume I'm safe. I'm never safe. Like, I beat a mini-boss. I get no healing or anything of any kind. It is extremely unforgiving. Speaking of unforgiving. Hell yeah. I made it. So I'm gonna save here. Is this a good idea? Potentially not. This is a boss, isn't it? No? Okay. I really don't feel like hangling with you, man. Oh, I do not like the look of this. Okay. Oh, okay. Not sure where I'm supposed to hit. I'm assuming the orb in the middle. But it's not clear. Going in with 1 health, advisable? No. Is it what I can do? Yes. I just want to learn about him in this first round. I have no idea how to damage this thing. I didn't even know I could damage these things. So how do I damage the big guy? I'm landing hits, aren't I? Alright, good night. Thank you for dropping by, Kilo. I'll see you later. It's adorable now. Now it's not. I'm hitting the button. It's slow. There's landing lag. Oh my god. Why can't there be more ways to recover help? Like, I don't know where the meat is. And even if I were to, there isn't necessarily going to be any. Did it? You're sorry. Well, as happy as I am to have made it past there, I'm very sleepy and would like to continue this at another time. But thank you all for coming by. I'll see you later, and have a good night.